today we are making these adorable paper gift card holders. All I had was my Sam's Club card, so that's what I threw in there. But I am going to walk you through how to design this, how to get everything put together, and even how to get that little cute little ribbon on there. Before we get into the project, let me tell you everything you need. You are going to need glue. I use both this Craft Bond clear and a tape runner, a brayer. I use my scraper to make sure that my lines and my folds were nice and sharp. Ribbon, scissors. You'll need either a scoring wheel or scoring stylus. Cardstock, I used this pink piece of cardstock and then a double-sided cardstock from one of my paper stacks. Your blue mat, and of course the star of the show, your Cricut machine. Starting on a new canvas, go ahead and upload your SVG. Click on upload, go to upload image, drag and drop your file right in. Click on continue, and you don't need to make any adjustments. Just go ahead and click on upload, and everything comes in pre-sized. But the first thing you want to do is ungroup all of these. Next, we need to add score lines to this. This is our card pocket. So the way you're going to add those score lines is you're going to go over here to shapes, go ahead and grab a line, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so it's a little easier to see. I'm going to make that line longer and then put it right up against the bottom part of the card. And then I'm just going to copy and paste this one. Same thing, right up against. And we need one more. I'm going to hold down shift so that it snaps as it turns, because we want this one at a 90-degree angle. And then I'm going to line that one up there. I'm going to select this with those score lines and click on attach. And the reason I want to attach is because if I don't attach, let's just detach. I'm going to turn these off so that you can see. And I click on make. Then all of my score lines are on this page and there's my card pocket there. So you want to attach all of these so that when you go to cut it, it scores first and then does your cuts. Let's make this smaller again and turn these back on. So my pink layer is going to lay right on top of the tag layer. And once it's folded, it should fit perfectly. And then you have your egg layer, which is just a little decorative piece that you can put on there. You can slice it out if you want to of the pink piece or of the card backing, but I am just going to layer mine on top. I am actually using a double-sided cardstock, so I'm going to make these both the same color so that they cut out on the same piece of cardstock. Oh, it won't let me choose a color because I have those score lines in there. So I'm just going to choose the brown one and make it pink. And then click on make. So we're going to go ahead and get our mats together. I am using a 12 by 12 mat. So I'm going to change both of these to 12 by 12. And I've selected this one, so I'm just going to let it cut first. Go ahead and click on continue. And this is a little bit thicker cards. I think I'm going to use the medium cardstock setting. I got this out of one of my paper stacks that I have. I have a bunch of them. So I'm going to browse materials. Let's see if I can search. No, it's still not fixed. So I'm going to scroll down until I find the medium cardstock. Click on done. And I'm going to load my sheet that is cutting the tag and the cover. I'm going to put that on there first. And I'm going to use my brayer to make sure it's down really good. For this part, you're going to need either a scoring stylus or your scoring tool. I am using, or your scoring wheel. I'm using my scoring wheel. Get it loaded. I need to get my wheel put in there. And I'll let it measure the mat first. When it's ready and it prompts me on the screen to go, before I press go, I should have put this in there ahead of time, but once I got my scoring stylus in, go ahead and press go. And right now it's making all the lines we need for those folds. Back over at the screen, it's prompting me to put in my fine tip blade. I'm going to flip my mat up down and remove the paper, or remove the mat from the paper and not the paper from the mat. So when I put these together, they'll go together like this. Now I'm going to cut my egg out with this bright pink here. And I should have had the machine, remember, but I did not. So I'm selecting my medium cardstock again. And when it's ready, go ahead and hit go. Yeah. Same thing, get it off the mat here. I had to fight a little bit with that sticker on the back. So this is how everything gets layered. So the first thing you are going to do is fold along your score lines. There's 3 score lines. And then just take something to make sure your lines are nice and sharp. And we are going to glue this bottom to the sides before we move on. And I'm just going to take my sad tape runner and put a little glue on each of these edges here, and then fold that up. So that gives you a nice little pocket. Now once you have the bottom tacked down, you can go ahead and put glue on all the other pieces. And then you are going to line it up on the bottom and from side to side with your card holder backing, and just make sure that everything is nice and secure. Last is my egg. I am going to use this craft bond for my egg because I can't find my little glue pen, and I'm just gonna like dot it on so I don't make a big old mess. And the very last thing you have to do is just put a little ribbon in there. So I'm going to use a piece of this pink ribbon here, and I'm just going to cut a little piece off at an angle. This is a little bit thick for this project, but it'll be fine. I folded it in half, and now I'm going to take it and put it through the hole, and then I'm going to open the loop on the other side and bring in my tails, and then get everything tightened. And that's it. There is your gift card holder. Your card fits right down in there. And if you loop it a different way, you can hang it right on the Easter basket.